Jack and Jennifer are a wealthy couple who are yachting in the Caribbean during Christmas. One of their crew is the handsome Manuel, who is cursed by his angry ex-girlfriend Maria as he prepares to leave on the yacht. He is clearly bothered and has a difficult time fulfilling requests for the crew and guests. After the captain confronts him, Manuel quits and throws down a rag as he storms out of the galley. The rag lands on a gas flame and causes the entire yacht to catch fire. The captain is unable to control the blaze with a fire extinguisher, so they abandon the ship. Their lifeboats are capsized by a storm later that night, and everyone becomes separated. Washing up on a deserted island, Jennifer is completely alone until she sees the captain's body in the water. As she attempts to resuscitate him, Manuel appears and also unsuccessfully tries to revive him. They bury the captain and set out to build a hut for shelter and find food under Manuel's guidance. While fishing near a reef, Manuel finds Jack alive and brings him back to Jennifer in their hut 2 days later. Although Jack is grateful at first, he eventually suspects Manuel of having desires on his wife and declares the man his enemy, promising to ruin his life once they get off the island. This puts Jennifer in the uncomfortable position of her loyalty to Jack, conflicting with realizing that they both need Manuel's help to survive. A proud man, Jack insists that he can provide for them both, but it quickly becomes apparent that he cannot. Jack and Jennifer's relationship starts quickly deteriorating. Jack steals Manuel's goggles to go fishing one day, and when Manuel discovers this, he threatens to kill Jack. Jennifer attempts to get him to calm down. As the two exit the water after fighting, Manuel pins Jennifer down and starts to rape her, but she soon stops resisting, and the act becomes consensual. Afterward, Jennifer feels remorse despite having enjoyed the encounter. Manuel reveals that he has loved Jennifer from the moment he first saw her, but it is also clear that this is a way for him to hurt Jack. When Jack returns, Jennifer accidentally hints at him what had happened, and he furiously rejects her. While fishing another day, Jack finds a boat on the ocean floor. He drags it to shore and attempts to repair it. Manuel proposes that he and Jennifer go for a midnight swim, and as they start having sex, Jennifer gives Manuel the idea of stealing the boat so they can get away together from the island, unaware that Jack is listening to them. They plan to do so while Jack is out fishing. The following morning, they manage to steal the boat and sail. However, they do not get far before the boat begins to sink, and they realize that Jack's plan all along was for them to take the boat and drown. They are forced to swim back to the island and to Jack, who attacks the now exhausted Manuel with a spear and kidnaps Jennifer. The following day, an intense fight sequence ensues, interwoven with scenes of Maria performing a voodoo ceremony. The scene climaxes when Jennifer pins Jack to the ground, attempting to kill him with his own knife. Manuel picks up a heavy rock with which to crush Jack. To Jennifer's horror, he loses his balance and falls backward, impaling himself on one of Jack's spears. Simultaneously, Maria impales Manuel's puppet on a spike. 1 year later, a yachting family drops anchor near the island and explores it, discovering Jennifer asleep in her hut. Still somewhat distraught over Manuel's death, she leaves with them but does not mention that her husband, who she has been forced to live with and depend on since Manuel's death, is also on the island. Jack, who is fishing, sees her leaving on the yacht and calls out, but Jennifer, who had also stolen his lighter so he could not make any more fires, finally exacts revenge on him by ignoring him, and the family inside the boat cannot hear him. Jack is abandoned on the island, and his eventual fate is left ambiguous.